It's Howard. Pressure is coming. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff again.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with is defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's stopped. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. Tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9.
That's a good, hard, tough running there to get that 1st down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
1st and goal now, a chance to get level after allowing the opening touchdown. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Back to pass. It's Howard. Caught near the goal line. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
They've gotten the ball down to the 3-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's escaping the pocket now. He'll be muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
Well, that is a clinic by this defense on this quarterback run. String him out to the sideline, nowhere for him to go. All he could do was step out of bounds for no gain.
So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. So from the left hash, this is just a chip shot. Right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. Now it's 2nd down here. Good throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Well, they don't pick up the 1st down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. They'll try to run for the 1st down. Powers through the tackle. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And now the handoff. A change of direction. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play.
Penn State 7, Ohio State 3.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And the running back takes the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
For the defense coordinator this week, always telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Scanning the field. It's Aller. Defense is coming after him. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
But that would have been a great pass on a beautiful sunny day.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. He's past the marker and still going. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down. Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. A quick throw out left complete. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him. Buckeyes are in the red zone now. Back to throw. It's Howard. Bringing pressure. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Check out this decision. They're going to go for it on fourth and very long. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Downfield and incomplete. A fourth down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of one.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
The gain moves the ball to the 34.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Okay, it's third down after that run. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Evans. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Important second down play coming up. Looking for a gap. It's Singleton. He's found some room at the 45. That's a big play. Moves the ball down inside the 30. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there on the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease. And
he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Can he take it all the way? It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. First play of the drive, they look to the right. Running right through tacklers. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for a nice game.
And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. Pass caught, second down now. Looking to throw. It's Howard. Looks to his left and makes the completion. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to throw it again. With the catch, it's Smith. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Well, he scrambled and scrambled, doesn't get the ball away, and is finally dropped for a sack. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Defense are going to keep the pressure up on this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Grab down the middle. It's Scott. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to throw it on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Scott. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. The senior tries to take a shot, but overthrows his man. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Rolling to his left outside the pocket. Incomplete for a third straight play.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So they elect to send out the field goal unit, trying to add 3 points to their total before the end of the half. This one is right through.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. First half clock was just 7 seconds remaining for this first down play. Using his legs, it's Singleton. And the run moves the ball up to the 33. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Nittany Lions will kick this away to start the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. Using a strong stiff arm. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. You know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
First and 10 play coming up. And there's the handoff. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Receiver in motion now to throw. It's Howard. Running back grabs it on a screen. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Second down play coming up. Keeping it on the ground here. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. to throw for it on 3rd and short. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Oof, the risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down, but what will be the play call?
Well, the offense failed earlier in a 4th down attempt. They'll try it again here. Scanning the field, it's Howard. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. This has been a struggle so far for both offenses. Can they finally get something going here? And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Trying to find room. It's Singleton. Physical run earns the 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You see, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Try and muscle for the 1st down. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Well, much like what we saw in the 1st half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
They'll hand it off. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the 1st half, but maybe things are starting to change.
The back's got it. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big 1st half, and he's already at it again.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
No problem with the snowy footing there. The PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. I'll flip back to the QB. And looking for a big play here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State. Gosh, the flea flicker executed perfectly. We're seeing more and more of this in college football, Kurt.
Yeah, and it's just one of those gadget plays you like to have in your arsenal. The defense, in this case, they were sucked up and completely out of position after that initial handoff. It allowed the receiver to get behind the coverage and make it for an easy touchdown pass. Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that two-point conversion.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? He'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much in this game at all. That ball carrier being tackled near the line of scrimmage. Maybe if this defense can make more plays like that in the second half, their team will be able to chip away at this lead.
Getting set. Here's second down. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Grab behind the line. It's Singleton. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
Chris, I understand what you're doing here. As a play caller, you want to take that chance. You want to keep the ball. You want to keep the drive alive. But this is the risk you take, and the defense comes up with a huge stop.
The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Back's got it again. Runs through the defender.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. He'll hand it off. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
A solid first down gain sets the ball up. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead.
You just love to see this when the game is on the line. This offensive line does a great job of executing up front, giving this back just enough room to be able to get into the end zone and give them the lead.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Second down after that previous play. On the run, it's Singleton. That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
The Nittany Lions have first and 10 here. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. Here we go, a crucial 3rd and 1 late in this game. And they pick up the first on the ground. And the defense bows up and stuffs him right at the line.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. On the ground, it's Singleton. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
There's nothing better than that. 4th down and 1, hand it off to your back. He's able to get behind that offensive line and pick up the first down for a new set of downs.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Can he make it to the marker? Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter. And the offense will stay out there for a 2-point try, trying to build the lead to 3 points. Looking downfield, it's Aller. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Returner looking to make a play here. Coverage team brings down the returner. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. The first down, but looking for more yardage. Tackle made at the 24 as they began to put a drive together.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Fires it on the move. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to.
Not much on that play, brought down short.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Nice grab. It's Henderson. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Breaking free at the 35. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
And at first down, they go right back to him. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
For this back, he's having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
Takes the ball and heads to the left side. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Well, it all really comes down to this right now, Chris. You know, you're already in field goal range. You have a chance to maybe work a little bit closer. But let's face it, this defense, they're shooting those gaps. They're trying to come up with a loss of yardage, maybe trying to rip the ball out. Offense has to be incredibly smart with their play call and make sure you align that kicker where he's very comfortable with potentially hitting this game-winning field goal.
The Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. Looking for some space. It's Judkins. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. And now the defense steps in to call time with 10 seconds remaining on the clock. Buckeyes move into the red zone. Trying to run, it's Judkins. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. Here we go, one of the biggest moments of the game so far. The field goal unit out there for a high-pressure attempt. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. What a moment here. The snow is falling. This is a difficult kick for the win. It's good. This playoff run continues with a kick for the ages. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.